Session 14, Python command line arguments. Actually a quick session. You just need to understand how command line arguments are passed to the programs. We need to talk about sys.argv, functions used with the sys.argv, the path we already know it, and initializing sys path, that also we have done. That's the reason this session is quite easy and a small session, but important, but required. How to use sys.argv in Python. That's what we need to know. Command line arguments are those values that are passed during calling of program along with calling statement. Therefore, the first element of the array sys.argv is the name of the program itself. And this function is an array. This returned in an array of command line arguments in Python. To employ this module named sys is used, and sys.argv is similar to an array and values are also retrieved like Python array. What actually we are trying to say, what exactly happens to the values which you pass to the program. You type the program name. After that, whatever you passed, they are called command line argument that we know in shell scripting as well. How to handle those, how many of them are passed, we need to capture these additional values along with the program name. The program name is, let's say, abc.py. So how do we pass these values, additional values, and how these values are used inside the Python program? This is all about that, and very quick, simple. It's there in your Python 1.py session 14. The code is already with you. This is the code. Quite simple. User bin Python 3. Python program, this is a comment. Import sys is mandatory. This is the name of the program. So we pass the 0 value. The first element is the program name itself. Argument value. ARGV actually is conventionally the full form is argument value. So argument value of 0th element, that is first element, is the program name itself. Argument list, and you don't specify anything, that will show you all the arguments. Which means if you pass 3 arguments, for example, so you are calling this program something like this, Python 3, Python 1.py, argument 1, argument 2. So this is argument value 0, this is argument value 1, and this is argument value 2. So this output which was printed here, this is coming to this line. This is the name of the program, Python 1.py. And the argument list is, as you can see, it is a list of elements what you passed, and that includes 0th element, first element, and second element. As I said, when you don't specify any index number, it will return all the values what you passed to the program, including the program name itself. Python 1.py, Python 1 argument 1, argument 2, if you pass these 2 arguments. So if you are passing 3 arguments, you will see third element. Passing 4 arguments, you will get the fourth element. This session is about these argument values and how many arguments are passed and how to access them. Since you have the list, rest of the job is quite easy. Functions used with sys.argv. One is length, another is string. This will give you the count, that how many arguments are passed. Since the iteration starts with 0, it also counts the name of the program as one argument. If you just want to deal with other input, you can use this -1, that is sys argv -1, because length will return all the arguments including the program name. If you want to count only those arguments which are not included, then you reduce -1 from it. And this str used to represent the array as a string array rather than a list. It makes displaying the command line array easier and better. As you can understand, that was a list, but if you use str function, all these command line arguments will return as an array. This example will tell you that all about this. Python 3 argument program number 2. To demonstrate sys.argv, import sys. This is the name of the program. Name of the element including the name of the program. Length sys argv. number of elements excluding the name of the program -1, and argument list. You use all the possible features to get, and you are passing these two arguments, and you will set every details. Python2.py, name of the argument including the program name 3, excluding that 2, and the elements are all these 3 elements. This is the very easy program. Make it very clear how the arguments are passed and how they are handled, how they are used inside the program. Another program, let's pass some values, do some calculations. We are passing these two values. Python 3, we are passing these two values. What will happen? It will return sum. How can we do that? Quite simple. Import sys, initialize some object with 0.0 value. Get the length of the command line arguments. How many arguments are passed? That is n, with this length as we used in the previous example. Use a loop to add all the elements after converting them to float and add them. Since we are counting from 1, therefore program name will not be included. So from 1 to n. So therefore if there are 5, so I am counting from 1 to 5, because the element number 0 is the program name. I am not counting from 0. So from 1 to n, I am adding all the elements. So what I will get is sum. So if I pass 2 elements, it will give the sum of 2. If I pass 3 numbers, it will give me sum of 3 numbers. Whatever I pass to this program, it will give me the sum of all those numbers. Quite simple program, using loop, using command line arguments within the body of the program. This is another functions used with sys.argv. Import name of the script, number of arguments. Arguments are, we are using str, so that means it will display as string. Number of arguments 3, and the arguments are, you will see they will be displayed as string. Definition, we are defining a function here, adding the element value passed, return a plus b. And this is comment. I'm not interested here, document, but here is what is important. Add, convert them into integer, all the arguments argv1, argv2, which means this is not accepting more than 2 arguments. It is calculating sum of the first 2 arguments only. So if you pass 5 and 2, this will give you 7. But if you pass more than 2, then program will give sum of first 2 elements only, because I am handling specific number of elements here in this example. So this will nothing. It will pass. If you pass like a third number also, then what will happen? It will display the sum of first 2 numbers. Ignore the third one. If you pass 4, display sum of first 2, because we are counting here. No, we are just using the first value and second value. We are not concerned about the second, third value, fourth value and all. Because what we are doing, we are passing these 2 values into add function. Add is doing what? Taking 2 arguments and returning the sum of them. This is how the functions are written. So what is happening inside this? We are passing this element and this element. That means the 2 arguments, and we are passing them to add function, which is doing the sum of these 2 numbers. Syspath in Python. This is a built-in Python module that contains parameters specific to the system. That is, it contains variables and methods that interact with the interpreter and also governed by it. So this is a built-in variable with sys module. As I said, it contains the list of directories that the interpreter will search for the required module. You will be requiring this in detail in the next session, because the next session will require it. When a module in Python file will be using modules, introducing modules in the next session in detail, is imported, will be creating in fact. Within a Python file, the interpreter first searches for the specified module among its built-in modules. If it is not found, it will look through the list of directories. A directory is a folder that contains the related modules defined by sys.path. By default, the interpreter looks for a module within the current directory. To make the interpreter search in some other directory, you just simply have to change the current directory. Appending path, this is what you will be using in the next lecture. Append is a built-in function of sys module that can be used to with the path variable to add specific path for interpreter to search. This is an example. Import, this first example, import sys, print all directories, list of all directories that interpreter to search. So that is sys path. You're simply printing them. Appending to a path, append and the path you want to append. So therefore, if you put any module inside this bin, it will be also referred and searched, and you can include that in the program and just specify sys.path print after appending it. So it will print that. That's all for this session. Thank you very much.